Marseille were hoping for the infamous new manager bounce under the newly appointed Gennaro Gattuso. Monaco looking to bounce back from their Derby Day defeat last time out as the pair met at the Stade Louis II. Gattuso described his style as intense, said he wants his team to be quick and to be able to break through the lines. And he very quickly broke through the lines to score after just 31 seconds. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's ball into the box, met first time by Iliman Ndiaye, whose connection somehow found its way past Philippe Gurn. The earliest Monaco have conceded in the top flight since detailed records began, but they struck back almost as quickly. Hosts back on level terms by the 8th minute when Wissam Ben Yedder laid off a throw for Magnus Akliouche. Control and fire home. The game continues to swing back and forth. OM then regaining the advantage 10 minutes later. Fine fashion as an Ndiaye cross was met by Samuel Gigot, netted with a first-time side foot volley. His goal, first time in 2023. The away side wrestling back the lead once again, though they couldn't hang on to it for long. Monaco equalising for the second time midway through the first half as Flo Balogun made up for his double penalty miss against Nice. Controlling a pass by Akliouche for producing an emphatic finish. Today redemption spelt FLO into the second, and this time it was Monaco who struck early. A few minutes after the restart, Balogun helping the ball onto Akliouche, returning the favour, and the young midfielder beating Lopez at his near post to make it 3-2. That would be the end of the scoring as Monaco held on for a win that sees them indeed bounce back all the way to the top of the table. Unbeaten Nice welcome surprise league leaders Brest to the Allianz Riviera for an unexpected top-of-the-table clash. At least one of the two teams' winning runs had to come to an end. The table toppers quickly set about ensuring that it wouldn't be theirs, being painfully close to breaking the deadlock inside the opening 10 minutes. Jeremy Le Duron with a brilliant solo effort. Nice responded well, going just as close. Hero 1 week ago, but Jeremy Boga unable quite to recreate those heroics on this occasion as he hammered across onto the crossbar. There were fewer big chances in the second half, and so in fact both sides' winning runs come to an end, but not a bad day for either. Having got off to a losing start in the Lyon hot seat, Fabio Grosso was aiming to rectify last weekend's mistakes when his new team took on an in-form Reims side. Lyon had their chances in the first half but failed to convert them, whereas Reims did not. Junior Ito delivering a fizzing cross, which was met by the diving Marshall Menezzi to give the hosts the lead in first half stoppage time. Second half would once again prove to be a case of one side not taking their chances whilst the other did. Maxence Kakare firing straight at the Reims keeper. And then 18-year-old fullback Saïl Koumbedi also unable to make the most of an opportunity. Ball played out to the teenager on the right, but easy enough again for Diouf. Reims pressing well as they had done throughout. Ito's header parried away, but only into the path of captain Younes Abdelhamid, who calmly headed home the rebound. A comfortable 2-0 win for Will Still's side, who still continue to climb the table, now into the Champions League spots. Paris Saint-Germain travelled to then bottom of the table. Clermont surely confident of adding another 3 points to their tally this campaign. Champions high on confidence coming off the back of a 4-0 thrashing of rivals Marseille in the Classique. This will be no walk in the park. Gigi Donnarumma forced to save well from Shamar Nicholson, forcing Johan Magnin hit the post on the follow-up. Down the other end, Maury Dior was even more impressive. Senegal international would make 10 saves in total, his highest tally in a Ligue 1 Uber Eats game, frustrate the champions and hang on for a valuable point. PSG have won just 3 of their 7 outings this season, with their lowest points tally at this stage of a season during the Qatari era. Nantes had found form at just the right time ahead of their Breton derby with Rennes at Roazhon Park, the weekend's final game. Local rivals were separated only by goal difference, but there would be a bigger difference between the two sides' performances on the night. Les Rennais still undefeated after 6 games, though the last 5 of those had been draws. Those took a big step towards ending that run early on, earning a penalty after just 6 minutes, dispatched by Benjamin Bourigeaud. Nantes ended the half well though. Through Chiravella found the equaliser, after capitalising on a defensive mix-up between Steve Mandanda and Mohamed Omari. Defender surrounded by yellow shirts. Chiravella keeping his head once given the opportunity. So back all square at the halfway point, but Rennes certainly still the favourites, unbeaten at home against Nantes in the French top flight for just over a decade. And they made good on that favourites tag win in the second half. Desiree Doué introduced, and the youngster made it 2-1 with his first touch of the ball. Initially ruled out, VAR would intervene and ensure the goal counted. Things went from bad to worse for Nantes, who ended the game with 10 men after a moment of madness from top scorer Mustafa Mohamed. And Rennes made the most of their numerical advantage with another late penalty deep into injury time. Arnaud Kalimuendo the man to add gloss to the scoreline. Local pride for Rennes, also finally an end to their run of draws. Le Havre were aiming to maintain their impressive start to life back in the top tier when they welcomed Lille to the Stade Océan. LOSC have struggled for consistency so far this term, but they have the quality in the squad to produce moments of brilliance, as demonstrated here by Ed-Andre Grover. Produced his best Arjen Robben impression, jinking inside two defenders and then unleashing an unstoppable left-footed effort into the far corner. Kosovo's first of the season. Winger oozed confidence throughout and was causing problems yet again minutes after the restart. His ball in from the right was poked goalwards by Ivan Cavallero from the tightest of angles. The Angolan was the one wheeling away, but it would go down as a Johan Salmier own goal. And that would be that. Lille ultimately eased to just their third clean sheet in 14 away matches and moved to within 1 point of the top 5, jumping above Le Havre in the process. Lens were hoping to both build on their first win of the season and warm up for their big Champions League clash with Arsenal when they headed southeast to take on Strasbourg. Coached by, of course, Arsenal legend Patrick Vieira. It's the home side who started the stronger, with Dylan Bakwa forcing a good early save from Brice Samba. Somewhat against the run of play when Lens found the net at the other end. Eliwai fooling Jairzinho Niamzi with a smart bit of control, and then putting the ball beyond Samba's opposite number, Matt Sells, from range. Well taken goal and a confidence boost for the young striker, who had been yet to score in 4 league outings for his new club. The two sides then exchanged chances during the remainder of the game. Never found another goal. Luca Perrin came about as close as Strasbourg got. And then former Strasbourg man Adrien Thomasson could have added gloss to the scoreline in stoppage time, but was denied by the toes of Matt Seltz. Either way, all 3 points head back up north with Lens. Two of the league's early season entertainers met at the Moustoir as Lorient hosted Montpellier in the weekend's penultimate game. Both sides had scored more than the top 2 coming into the weekend, but found themselves towards the bottom of the standings. There would be just the one team amongst the goals during this match, though. Montpellier lethal on the counter. Moussa El Tamari unselfish as he laid the ball on a plate for Aiko Adams, who tapped home into an empty net. By half-time, it was over 6 hours since Lorient had last scored a home goal against Montpellier. Unfortunately for them, that wait would go on. It was instead the visitors who added a second. El Tamari again igniting a counter-attack and earning a penalty this time. Teji Savanier, of course, the man to step up and emphatically slot home in off the post into the bottom corner. That was job done for Montpellier, but they would apply a little salt to the wound late on. Adams put through on goal in the 89th minute, keeping his cool, slotting underneath Mvogo for his second and his side's third. And that's now 5 goals from 9 shots on target for the Nigerian. Both he and Montpellier clinical as they move all the way up to the top half. Seeking to snap a disheartening 6-game run without a win, Toulouse hosted newly promoted Metz. Visitors should probably have taken the lead. Sheikh Sabali blazing over the bar with the goal gaping after just 3 minutes. He'll be punished for that wastefulness. Down the other end, the hosts far more clinical when conjuring up a similar chance. Nicolas Schmidt side-footing home from 6 yards to put TPC in their driving seat. The wind in their sails, Toulouse started to pepper the goal, and after a few near misses, doubled their lead shortly before half-time through Thijs Delinga, who dinked home a close-range finish. Michael Dessler with the deft pass into the danger area. Delinga finally ending a run of 13 games and 27 shots without a top-flight goal. Frank Magri was introduced from the bench and soon enough made an impact. The ball won on the left wing, gradually worked across to Magri, who let the ball come across him and fired high into the roof of the net. So Toulouse rediscover that winning feeling in convincing style to move up to mid-table. Back-to-back losses sees Metz slip to 14th. Not the highest scoring week with just 20 goals, almost half of those coming from 2 matches. The only games to end in a draw were both also goalless. Monaco's win in one of those high-scoring games takes them back to the top, though Brest are level on points and Reims just 1 back, completing an unfamiliar top 3. The bottom 2 are 4 points adrift of Lorient in 16th, so Clermont and Lyon guaranteed to remain in the drop zone for at least another couple of weeks. OL will have a perfect opportunity to close that gap when they take on Les Merlus on match day 8, whilst champions PSG head to undefeated Rennes in the weekend's final game.